And we are back, and yeah, sorry, I can't really check the audio or anything on that, because, yeah, I don't have a co-commentator with me who can check that. So hopefully everything's fine. I can also check Twitch chat, just saying. So, a lot of negatives there, but thankfully the stream should be working fine. Perhaps I'll just check after a minute or something if it's all okay, but as you can see now, all of our drivers are out on track. And we see that Nay, or I haven't actually brought up the map, so you can probably see who starts in first. Looks like perhaps the box will be going out on his lap first. The box, who I understood was pretty dominant last race. Very interesting to see how he performs this, as Nay actually retires from the session with a crash out, which is, yeah, in Maggots and Beckets. So that is really unfortunate for him, as he will now start from the last of the grid unless anybody gets disqualified. Then he starts in front. So we see here the box into Woodland here, and we see that he has pretty good control over his car here. Pretty close to the apex there, and doesn't seem like he has any problems, as it looks like Theo has gone off track. Let's see what happened with him, as Theo spun off track, as it seems. But the box through, or entering Maggots and Beckett's into Stowe here. It's really good control there, hitting the corners correctly there. And down, was this the Wellington Straight or the Hangar Straight? I don't remember. Anyway, into the corner I also don't know the name of, and into the final chicane here. So we see slowing down a little bit, less comfortable in that sector, but now going down to the Hamilton Straight, and he sets a 1:27.3. Coming behind him is Gloomy, who sets a 1:27.4, and then Toya with a 1:27.9. I don't think, let's see if I can find anybody else on a hot lap. I think Kalkiki perhaps is on a hot lap. Oh, and he gets his lap unleaded. Never mind about that. And yeah, we actually have Thrusty. Thrusty, I think, here is on a hot lap into the final chicane. Trusty, who I think are leading the championship, but perhaps McLaren will take them back, as Thrusty outqualifies his teammate with a 1:27.8. But HPA Desktop also outqualifies them with a 1:27.8 as well, or 8:17. Beamond finishes up with a 1:28.5. Anybody else? I think Edver on a hot lap. Oh, he's in sector 1. Perhaps he's on, yeah, Motorboy, Motorsport Boy, or Boy, with a 1:28.2. So pretty okay lap time there from Motorsport Boy. Definitely valid. And does look like Kalkikivi is going for another round, as he is currently on a hot lap. Let's see, as he now enters the Wellington Straight. Seems to have, I don't know if that's, he's currently on a good time. Let's see, his sector 1 is a 1:28 blank. Going into Woodlands. Still pretty good control of his car. Could be a little bit closer to the apex there, but pretty good here, driving here from Kalkikivi, who is a driver, I must say, is, I wouldn't say he's a bad driver, he's a really good driver, so really enjoy to have him here out on track, as he goes now into Maggot and Beckett's. Keeping good control of his car, now into Stowe, don't need to spin here, and really good there from Kalkivi, now down the Hangar Straight. Let's see now, as we will get his sector time here in sector 2, going a 1:12, or oh, did he pass? Yeah, I think that was 1:12. Oh no! I'm getting snap time deleted there at the end. Really unfortunate for him. And now, do we have anybody out on a hot lap? I think Theo, actually. Theo is the only driver on a hot lap, so or he's currently on an out lap, so let's just see what he can do here. Let me just check the stream. Okay, okay. Okay, I just need to check if the stream was working, but it looks like it was working, so that is really good. But yeah, Teo here on an outlap. Currently the only driver out on track except Lugge, but Lugge is currently entering the pits, so let's see. Teo here, of course, Teo, the only Mercedes driver we currently have, and I don't think Mercedes' hopes of a championship this season are as high as the last season, as Mercedes is only has the only team which won a constructor championship in North only, but this may change this season as we need to get some good people into Mercedes. But Teo now into the chicane. Teo, of course, was teammate to Monkey on last season, but of course we don't have Monkey on or Speedjack with us this season, so really pretty high chance that we'll be crowning a new championship unless Monkey on joins and deletes the competition again. But anyway, Teo here into sector. Ooh, spinning again there, Teo. Really unfortunate for Teo here, as he hasn't been able to set a lap time yet as well, so this must be pretty annoying for him, as he's going off track as well now. As we have the two McLarens are actually out on track, and of course we have our current pole sitter, the Box, who or provisional pole sitter, the Box, is also out here on track trying to get himself a new lap time. Of course, the Box has been making really impressive this season, having some bad luck somewhere sometimes, but he has been pretty consistent through this season when he doesn't have any incidents. So he has a consistent good pace, but he's been involved in a lot of accidents. None of what I said there just made any sense, but yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, now going into the final chicane here, and yeah, this camera here is fantastic, as you can see. Sometimes the camera choices in this game is, yeah, they're not the best, but yeah, we have the Box here into the first corner here. This first sector here is probably one of the, or yeah, it is the most technical part of this entire track. It's probably the only low speed one as well, so good pace through here is really important, as we'll get his mid-sector time here improving by 1/10 in the first sector, which is actually pretty good, getting purple first sector there. Going into Woodlands here, so you see he has really good control here. Doesn't look like he is bothered by anything, as he will now soon enter Cops, and as you can see there, pretty close. Yeah, perfect apex there. And now going into Maggots and Beckett's, really good, as you can see here. Now entering Stowe. Yeah, really good here from the Box, and now down the hanger straight using the DRS as let's see his top speed. 320, I think I saw on the dash there. Of course I could take off statistics, but I'm not going to do it because I'm lazy. But you see the Box now into the final chicane here, and then down the Hamilton straight, and he sets a 126.9, which is really impressive here, as HP Desktop will definitely have to improve. Our HP Desktop just set a lap time. That means that Gloomy is the one who has to compete with the Box here, as Gloomy now Maggots and Beckett's going into Stowe, and yeah, really impressive here as he now down hanger straight. Will Gloomy be faster than the Box? That's the question I'm asking, but honestly I do not know. Yeah. Now into the final chicane here. I didn't get the mid-sector time there. Oh, what happened there? Somebody speeded in the pit lane, what happened there? But anyway. Now crossing the line, going 1:27.2, which is not fast enough to beat the box, as the box is now currently 3/10 ahead of P2. As I can also see that monkey I went online. Hopefully he's racing. It'd be really fun if he's racing for us, but if he's not racing for us, that it would be pretty sad. He's just racing for his own. Perhaps children, I don't know. Yeah, I think we have Lugge who's finishing his lap time now. Of course, Lugge P11 needing to improve a little bit here. And he does actually improve quite well, 1:27.8, which puts him actually in P5, which is actually pretty good. Of course, beating out a couple of drivers there. And I think we also have Frosty, Frosty, who is on a hot lap, and I'm not too sure if this one is going to be fast enough. Yeah, he's going into bits, no matter, it probably wasn't on a hot lap. Let's see now if anybody's out on track. I think Kalkikivi is perhaps on track, I don't know. Let's see now, Kalkikivi in sector 1. Let's go down the Wellington straight. Kalkikivi using the DRS. Looks to be going around 320. Balanced setup for him. And into Woodlands here. Come on, Kalkikivi, you can do this. Don't get your lap time deleted, as I believe that is spinning into the Formula 2 pits there. And that is really unfortunate for Kalkikivi. Fortunately, he is not a Formula 2 car and he cannot enter those pits. So, yeah, that is Kalkikivi's lap time. We also got some front wing damage there, so I'm not expecting him to try anything. I don't think we have anybody on our lap. Perhaps Vemund. Vemund's about to start a hot lap, I think. See now as Vemund slowing down now. Getting ready. And now going into the chicane. Now down Hamilton straight. Now starting his hot lap now, and let's see now as he goes into turn 1 on the throttle, which is nice. Into the first chicane here. Pretty good here, nothing to complain about. And you can see now that he's going down the Wellington straight now, or preparing to at least. And now his car is really dirty. What the hell? Has he been off-road a little bit, perhaps? Perhaps had a little bit of spin. His car is really damaged. Yeah, you can see now into Woodlands here. You also have Theo who's back on track. Yes, he currently hasn't been able to set a lap time as well. So Theo has a lot of pressure on him to set a lap time, as he doesn't. Yeah, he won't get another chance if he fails this hot lap, as he's currently on an out lap. So if he fails this hot lap, he won't get a lap time, which is a lot of pressure on his shoulders. Hopefully Theo can handle it though. And yeah, now Vemund coming out of stow there down the hangar straight, as we see a car weaving heavily there. Hopefully he gets out of the way. Yeah, it looks like he's doing that. See that Vemund wasn't hindered by him, and ooh, is that a lap time deleted? No, thankfully not for Vemund, as now he enters the final chicane. And going down the straight, and let's see what lap time he gets, as he gets a 1:28.2, which puts him in P10. But let's see the one who has a lot of pressure on him, and that is Theo, who is... if he fails this lap, then he won't get a lap time at all. So a lot of pressure on Theo here, as Vemund actually crashes somewhere, I think. Yeah, Vemund crashed there. So that is a unfortunate incident there. I'll get a picture of his car there. No, I can't see it. But anyway, that is not what we're focusing on now, as Theo, Motorsport Boy retired from the session, but Theo into Woodlands here. Let's see if he can keep control of his car. I think this is the furthest he got the last time he spun. So at least he's in new territory now, entering Cops, or no, did he spin in Magazine Beckett's? I don't remember where he spun last time. yeah, into cops here, and he looks to still be in control of his car, which is really good, as he is now in Maggots and Beckett's. Into Stowe, hopefully he won't spin now. If he spins, it's all over for him, and yeah, he doesn't spin. Now down Hanger Straight, let's see now, as Theo will enter the corner I do not know the name of, and yeah, nails that, and now into the final chicane here. Hopefully this will be Theo slap, as he is on one. This might actually be a glide time here. Getting a 127. Ooh, 127.1. Really impressive there from Theo. So just behind the box. So that is a good turn of events for Theo, as he has now set a pretty competitive lap time there. But of course, all of the other drivers are also waiting to set their lap times, so wouldn't be too safe about it. But anyway, it's a really good lap time from Theo. And do we have anybody interesting on a hot lap? I don't know who's on a hot lap and who's not. I think Toya's on a hot lap. Taking a lot of grass there. Theo also retired for the session. I guess that's fair enough, I guess. But you see Toya now, as he is trying to finish up his lap time. I'm not too sure if this is going to be fast enough. Going into the chicane here. 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, and he crossed the line, and he finishes P5 with a 127.3. Of course, drivers are still on HP desktop, goes off track, and he also gets his lap time deleted, so we won't be seeing any lap times from him. Also have Gloomy now, who is oh, Gloomy actually spins as well. This means that the box is pretty much lost his best competition for a pole, as HP Desktop and Gloomy just spin their way out. So that is really unfortunate for them. Let's see now what lap time the box will create now as he goes for the finish line, and into the chicane here. Now around the corner. Let's see now as he sets a 126.8 0.45. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, now the only one who we're waiting for is for Gloomy to enter the box, and then we should be finished. Run now. Yeah, there. See Kalkikiri, who finished 12th this race. These are the results, as the box will be lining up on pole. Theo will be lining up beside him. Then we have Gloomy, HP, Toya, Frosty, Boba, Lugge, Skiv, Motorsport, Remond, Kalkikiri, Edver, and Unknown Oxy. Or Oxy. I don't know how he pronounces that, but anyway. Moving on, and I will just take a quick break. didn't quite catch the warm-up lap start, but that really doesn't matter, as I don't think any of our drivers are going to crash on the warm-up lap, even though they have done it a lot before. Hopefully they won't do it this time. There is to hope, but yeah. You can see the strategy for this race will either be medium to hard or hard to medium, as that data is always wrong, because that is what people do in this league. I'll just quickly get up some tires, as yeah, you can see the front runners are going for the hard to medium strategy, while some of the people more behind are going for the medium to hard. As it's really only the only strategy which works on 50% races, which is really unfortunate actually, because I would really like that we'd actually have some more strategy calls, but of course we don't have long enough races for that. And of course if we had a little bit like 25%, that would also happen, but of course 25% is really short. As we also have Monkey on, looks like. We have 3 more drivers here. Being who's the extra driver? We weren't 15 before, but what? Wasn't Nay in the quali? I know Noxy was, Edward was. Why are we 15? Huh? There's something I'm not understanding here, but doesn't matter, as does anybody have a good starting camera? Jesus Christ. Okay, this is acceptable, I guess. I mean, it's not the best, but it's also far from the worst. So yeah, we'll just use this camera. As the lights should be turning on right soon, I guess. As they're not. Oh my god, do we have to restart? You're joking. You're joking. Yeah. Right. So yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're leaving. Of course, once he leaves, yeah, just everybody crash. Everybody crash, if you can hear me. Everybody crash. Is the race starting? I thought the race was starting. Oh. Main menu, I guess. Join him again, I guess. So yeah, we'll be having the new lobby. So yeah. Just be joining up that real quick. Happens sometimes in this game. Nothing really we can do about it. Of course, CA's fault, and they will probably not do anything about it. So yeah. Toya has not started a no. Yeah, Toya started a new lobby. Probably I took a screenshot or something, but yeah, everybody join the new lobby. Let's just join Toya. And while we wait to everybody to queue up, I'll just be taking a quick break. we are back, and as you can see, we are now waiting for our drivers to choose their setup, and as you can also see here, like, the pit engineers are also T-posing in the garages, which is, yeah, a bug I haven't seen before, but hopefully that bug is also equivalent to, oh, we're just starting right now, or? Okay, that was lap 1, and we see that our drivers are away. As we can see, the box got off to a good start. Theo got a terrible start there, which is basically a custom for him at this point, as he's now side by side with Boba, and Boba sticking one up the inside on Theo, and it seems to have worked. Theo in the inside now. Will Theo be able to keep control? It doesn't look like that, as Theo's now behind Tulia as well, as Theo's just falling behind. Which is something we can see that has happened a lot to him, unfortunately, as Gasser seems to have also had a spun there at the start, as we also have Munkian battling it out with Edver. So definitely some interesting thing going on in field here, as we have the box who got off to a great start, of course, Gloomy chasing him down a little there, and HP Desktop not too far behind as well, and Thrusty is actually really close to HP Desktop here. Could possibly make a move, but looks to have lost too much in Megas and Beckets, but let's see now. He will have ERS to dispose of, but that does also HP Desktop have. Of course, none of them have DRS yet, but going around the outside here, which is an interesting choice. But it seems to almost have worked, as he now gets the inside in this chicane. As HP Desktop manages to defend that, and but now Thrusty again will be trying to make a move here, as 5-second time penalty for Munkial for speeding in pit lane. He obviously has some damage, as now Thrusty will be trying to make a move here, trying to get something maybe in her in the chicane, as he's all over that rear wing. As he's also getting a little bit of pressure here from Boba, who rear ends him there as well. So HP Desktop is definitely struggling now, as a lot of drivers are now packing up behind him, making a kind of train. Not a DRS train yet, but yeah, that is something which is happening, as both of the Mercedes are now at the back of the field, as Theo just can't get a good start, as we now have Thrusty here really close to HP Desktop again. HP Desktop struggling a lot with pace here, as Thrusty now is in Maggots and Beckets. As we see now, he gets a lot better cornering here, or he does a lot better job at cornering here, as he now has DRS. Or no, he doesn't have DRS, but he's really close now. Going around the outside again. This didn't work the last time, but will it work this time? HP Desktop is still in front, but not by a lot, as we can see they're almost side by side, and they are side by side here, as Thrusty will now get the inside into the chicane, but I'm not too sure if that's going to be an advantage for him. But yes, it looks like actually Thrusty managed to make a stick this time, as Thrusty is now in front of HP Desktop, and HP Desktop will now perhaps get some pressure from Boba. And unfortunately, Munkian seems to be struggling, which is not something you see a lot, but Munkian is struggling pretty bad now. He has a 5-second time penalty and a spun multiple times, so really unfortunate here to see from our two-time champion. Two-time world champion Munkian. So yeah, anyway, the box leading quite a hefty now, as this is looking to be quite a dominant race from him. Not a lot that can take him now, as Gloomy is already 2 seconds behind him, and looks like the box will just be in his kind of own zone now, and yeah, the box is just gone. And yeah, I mean, now HP Desktop actually able to pull away a little here from Boba and Toya, as Toya has actually gone past Boba and is now trying to chase down HP Desktop. But let's see if he will be able to do that, as he now also has a DRS. But the thing is that HP Desktop also has DRS, but Toya is a lot faster on the straight for some reason. Well, you can see he gained almost 4 tenths as Thrusty spins. Oh no. that is a really unfortunate incident there with Thirsty. But Toya, his teammate, is still on the fight for a podium here as he's chasing down HP Desktop. Of course, Trust is now completely in the dust as he has to also to pit there, and Toya is now completely caught up with HP Desktop, and let's see now what will going to happen. Of course, HP Desktop, our only Xbox player. Kind of funny to me, our only Xbox players need HP Desktop, but who cares, as Toya is now... It doesn't look like Toya is getting too close, but the HP Desktop will not have DRS, so Toya will get really close on the straights, I think. I think Toya has a lot less downforce than HP Desktop here, as see Toya gaining a lot just on these small straights, but let's see now, yeah, in Megas and Beckett's how much he loses. Oh. Not losing a lot there, but yeah, you can see here he's struggling to keep up with HP Desktop, but now Toya has DRS. He's getting a lot closer now, and yes, Toya will be able to pass here, but I'm not too sure if he's going to be able to completely pass. No, he's not, as he does not have enough downforce to take that outside line successfully. I'm not too sure with his setup which that he should try to copy Thrusty's strategy, but that is what he did, and it didn't work. I do think that Toya perhaps has to think up another way to overtake him, as Kyung gets 5-second time penalty for ignoring blue flags. Really sad to see how far Munkyang's fell this race. As Toya has now actually passed, and Toya spins! Toya spins there in the chicane, which is another unfortunate incident for Toya, which he can't really blame anybody else than himself for, as he's now into P9 after that small incident there, which must be really heartbreaking for him. But anyway, Jesus Christ, poor Munkyang. But yeah, you also have some other drivers who are struggling with, mainly being Thrusty and Munkyang. As Toya is also quite far behind now, as Boba is actually in P3 now, as he also has gone past HP Desktop. But HP Desktop is really close, and HP Desktop will be able to make a move now. HP Desktop not going around the outside here, and instead opts for the inside, as do we have 8 wide here? No, 3 wide? No, them wasn't that close. Never mind. But anyway, Boba will now have the inside, but of course the inside in this chicane has proven itself not to be such a good thing. You won't really be able to do anything with that, but anyway, you can see now that Boba is behind HP Desktop, as HP Desktop successfully manages to overtake him. I do think going around the inside in that corner, Sector 3 is probably the smartest decision, as we can see that it didn't really end up that well for the other times that Toya and Thrusty did it, as they had a lot of attempts doing it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that what HP Desktop did is the correct way to overtake in that corner. Anyway, right now it doesn't seem like anything really is happening here, and looks to have calmed itself a little bit here, as drivers are just trying to manage their pace. Of course, a lot of battling happening here with Volvo and Vemund. HP Desktop also has to totally pull away, but of course Gloomy and the box now are far in front, as looks like Gloomy almost catching up to him. But here we can see that Boba is trying to overtake HP Desktop again, going around the inside in this chicane here, which has proven itself again. I don't think it's going to work, and yeah, as I said, it didn't as well, so yeah, definitely not so successful here. Oh, Veemund actually also going for a move here. You see here Veemund try to overtake Boba there as well, so quite a hefty three-way battle we have here from P3. Also looks like Kalkikivi might get involved in this battle. How many penalties does Monkyan have now? 8 seconds, so he took one of his penalties in pits. But really not going Monkyan's way this race. Yeah, Kalkikivi battling hard here for a P. Yeah, we almost have a 5-way battle. No, do we actually have a 5? No, I think we have a 4-way battle for P3 here. Oh yeah, we do actually have a 5-way battle. That's this big DRS train behind HP Desktop, and all of them are battling for P3, so a lot of pressure here in this small little, kind of like, what I guess you could call it, snake DRS train here. That's also Toya's actually been able to recover back to his former position, as he's caught up with the DRS snake in front of him. As Bomba and Veemund are actually battling it out now. As do we have 3 wide? We have 3 wide into the chicane here. Well, that is a first. I think I've seen that time. But yeah, Toya has now officially caught up with the pack, as Toya is almost hitting the rear end of Veemund there. Let's see now if Toya is able to do anything. It doesn't look like Toya will be able to do anything now, but perhaps next round. As you can see, Toya trying to sneak his way past, but it doesn't look like he... Skiva hitting Veemund there. But now Toya will have the chance on Veemund, and it looks like Veemund will not be able to defend, as Toya will now stick a corner up, stick a wheel up in cops. Do we have another... We had an incident there, but of course... Jesus Christ. Another incident, and of course, if this was real life, Veemund would definitely gone into the wall there, but yeah, doesn't look like that happened. Instead, Toya got taken out, so Toya did a Verstappen, and did a Hamilton, and it did kind of not pay out well for him, so that must not be so happy with Toya's now. I was back into P12 as Teos actually passed him at this point. As you see, the gaps are actually beginning to widen here, as HP Desktop has been able to pull away from Boba. Boba has pulled away from Skiva after that small incident with Toya, but Veemund is still on Skiva's tail and trying to overtake him there. But what's kind of interesting here is that Gloomy actually is quite close to the box. He has stayed at this distance for quite some time. It might just be the box controlling his pace. Yeah, Gloomy at least is staying around 1.3 to 1.5 seconds behind. Sorry for that, but yeah, staying around 1.3 to 1.5 seconds behind Gloomy. Behind the box. Sorry for that. Do we have a Ferrari out? Yeah, another crash for Toya. That means he's almost caught up with his team. He hasn't caught up, he's fallen back to his teammate, which is quite a distance there. So that must not be so optimistic for Toya, as Monkyan actually spins. Lucky I actually caught that, but yeah, Monkyan is now lapped by his own teammate. And is almost lapped by the Aston Martin as well. As Toya also laps Monkyan here, so Monkyan is really not feeling it this race, which is kind of weird to see, as we have a safety car, actually. That incident with Monkyan actually brought out a safety car, and this may mean that there's might have some safety car chaos. I don't know. Looks like everything is under control, but you never know. So a lot of drivers actually going into for the pit, as Theo and Monkyan as well. Perhaps Monkyan can gain some lost time if the safety car lets him past. I mean, it was he who initiated the safety car, so that would have been quite interesting if that happened. I think the best scenario for Minkion would actually be a red flag or something, but of course we don't have them in F1. But yeah, I mean, they wouldn't be that hard to implement. I just don't think they would be that fair. Of course, how the AI would decide if it was a red flag crash or a safety car crash. But anyway. Yeah, I think this gives me a chance to take a little small break while we're waiting for everybody to queue up behind the safety car, so be right back. Yeah, and it looks like we will be restarting as the safety cars now in this lap, even though Gasser actually hasn't caught up with the pack yet, but don't think that matters too much. But anyway, Okean will get blue flags immediately. But yeah. Anyway, safety car is in, and let's see Skiva now when he restarts. Mainly the box we're watching for the restart. Of course, the box has a lot better tires than Skiva, as Skiva is out on old tires. But let's see now as Skiva looks to be getting a good start here. But the box is all over his rear wing already, and yeah, looks to be going down the inside already. But was that too deep? Don't really think it was, as yeah, he has just so much more grip than Skiva, and yeah, he's already gone. Now, of course, it will be Gloomy's turn, as Skiva is actually pulling away on the straight here, as Gloomy has gone a little bit more downforce, I think. You see Gloomy trying to get past here. Doesn't seem like he's that successful yet, but anyway. See now as he now into cops, looking down the inside there, but unfortunately he was not too far away. But now into Maggots and Beckett, looks like he will be giving it a shot, and he is passed. And now HP Desktop is next in line to overtake Skiva. I'm not too sure why he didn't pit, but anyway, it's not my decision to make, so yeah, couldn't really care that much. Actually, that's the Theo, who's actually been recovering quite well from the start. Of course, Gasser actually was lucky enough to get slapped by the safety car, but Punkian wasn't, so he's slapped by a whole minute and a half. So I mean, he hasn't lapped now, but oh, what the hell happened there? I mean, Monkey on is lap, yeah, that was wrong with me, but what the hell, what was that car that spun? Was that Adver and Gasser? Oh yeah, that was. Just kind of confused because Monkey on was still kind of in the pack, but anyway. Gloom is now trying to chase down the box, but it looks like the box got a pretty good exit there, and I'm really shaking a lot. That was quite an interesting clip to see there. He's shaking. Is that his for feedback? Does he have that strong force feedback? Jesus Christ. Yeah, you can see his entire wheel shaking on straight here. Oh, how what is this guy's force feedback? Yeah, because he instantly hit the curve and then his wheel just goes insane. Jesus Christ, that's pretty fucking high downforce, or G-force, no, force feedback on that guy. Jesus. You see just, let's see Gloomy, and this. I mean, he kinda has, yeah, I mean, it wasn't that insane, it just looked kinda insane. From my point of view, as we see that a lot of drivers have the same amount of force feedback. Let's see if Skiva hits a curve here or something. Yeah, we see that. Looks like Theo hasn't been able to make up any positions yet, as he is still chasing Motorboy. But it doesn't look like he's that successful. But of course, he does have DRS, so that is an advantage for him. But doesn't look like he's able to do anything with it just yet. Victoria is actually battling with Kalkikivi. Or now he's actually fallen back to battling with his own teammate. Hopefully we won't see a crash between these two people, as Toya now almost attacking Kalkikivi. Looks like he has pretty low downforce setup, and Woody, he looks down inside there. Ooh, almost hitting his rear wing as well. But quite an interesting battle here between the Ferraris. Also how Boba, who is in front of Kalkikivi, which looks like Kalkikivi actually is hanging on to quite well, so perhaps we might see an overtake there soon. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, Gloomy actually has lost quite a lot of time here, as it looks like the box has been able to utilize these mediums quite a lot more, as he's now just completely gone. And yeah, doesn't look like Gloomy stands any chance at overtaking the box, unless Gloomy is saving tires and the box is using, I don't know, maybe. But doesn't look like anything will be happening there. Anyway, Teo has actually been able to overtake Motorsport Boy while I wasn't watching, and he's now actually going to overtake Unknown Oxy here. Going inside or outside, going around the outside, I think he will be passed when, yeah, he's passed, so he doesn't really have to think about defending. Teo is actually doing a pretty good job now, and his next target will be actually Skive, and of course Skive is also battling with Vemund. I don't think Skive has... yeah, Skive has not pitted. Why the hell is Unknown Oxy on softs? Anyway, we see that the two Ferraris are now going past Kalkikivi, and oh, the box Unknown Oxy actually having to pit. But they are now past Kalkikivi and are now chasing Motorsport Boy, of course. Toya is chasing, but of course he also has to think about Thirsty, who is not too far behind him as well. So there's quite an interesting team dynamic we now have at Ferrari. But we can also see that the McLarens are actually enjoying quite a lot of success here, as Vemund is now almost trying to overtake HP Desktop. Could we actually get two McLarens on the podium today? That could actually be possible. And would be a huge bump for them in the Constructor Championship, but I don't know. Doesn't seem that likely to me. But anyway, we have Trusty here, who is still chasing that Toya, which he isn't actually that successful on. But Teo's now actually been able to track down Skive. Of course, Skive should be a pretty easy match for him with his old hards and Teo's newer mediums. So let's see now. I don't know if Skive's strategy is perhaps to go to the end. I don't know if he pitted early on. Couldn't actually say that, but I should be able to see that. Stops. Well, Skive has to go in, so he's probably going for the soft tire. 6 laps on Silverstone with soft tires should work, I think. Not too sure if it's going to work. It would be cutting it a little bit to the end, but that may be a strategy. But of course he now will have to defend for Teo as well, but of course his setup looks to be pretty good at keeping people behind him, as he has a pretty low downforce setup, which gives him a lot of speeds on the straight. So yeah, that is a positive here for Skive. Anyway, we see now that Gasser with 3-second time penalty for track limits. But yeah, let's see now as Teo is... he should actually have a lot more advantage. Yeah, you can see here, newer tire and more downforce, and he's quite much faster than Magus and Beckett. But you can see here that Skive is faster on the straight. So yeah, Teo's really struggling to get past there, but let's see now. See how much more grip Teo has than Skive, and let's see now. Camera choice is bad, but yeah. Ooh, Skive actually went in, so yeah, Skive is going in for his stop now, going to... I don't want to see if he goes to the soft tire or what he does. I just want to see that. Is he on the start of the pits, or... is Monkey on also going in, or something? Oh yeah, or oh yeah, every pit crew is just ready. Yeah, he's going actually to the medium. So 6 laps with a medium, I think is a bit overkill, but yeah, what do I know? Let's see now. Theo, right behind Vermund and HP Desktop. Could Theo be the one who brings on podium today? Could actually happen here, as we see Theo is only 2 tenths behind. Looks like Theo learned from his mistakes in quality, because he said he had such high or such low downforce that he couldn't control, and you can see now he's actually on the higher end of the downforce when you count in people who are driving here. So that might actually be what's giving Theo such good control of his car, as he hasn't really made a mistake since the start, I think. I don't know if he really made a mistake in the start, it was just a really bad start. But yeah, unfortunately Theo never gets interviewed, so we won't know that. But I know, a lot of I think it's understeer. So Theo, yeah, what happened there? Was that dirty air or something? That's really weird what happened there. But anyway, Motorsport Boy is actually still in. Oh yeah, so yes, now still chasing down Motorsport Boy, but you can see that Toya is not too far behind Theo, so perhaps we'll see a battle between them. It's actually the 2 PlayStation drivers, so side by side now. Motorsport Boy and Motorsport Boy and Theo, but Theo will perhaps be able to overtake here, because this battling between Vermund and HP Desktop is absolutely insane. You see Vermund and HP Desktop battling for every single meter, and really not a battle. This could actually be really good for Theo. If both of them go really wide in corner, he could just swoop by. You see Theo is already choosing the optimal line, while they in front of yeah, well, they're choosing a lot of different things right now, but yeah, let's see now. Theo's right in Vermund's rear wing. Theo will have DRS. Will he be able to swoop by them now in the corner of the end of Hanger Straight, which I do not know the name of? See now, Theo, will you be able to get an overtake here? No, you are not, but you are really close now, perhaps going 3 wide into chicane. Motorsport Boy actually retired from the race, going... Wait a minute, he just retired? What happened? Oh, he crashed. Wait a minute, Bobber should be able to see the crash. Where is he? Where did Motorsport Boy crash? I thought it was here, but perhaps they removed the car already, but that is a safety car. And or is it Kalkikivi? Did Kalkikivi use the safety car? Yes, Kalkikivi. Ooh, Kalkikivi changed his front wing. This may mean that Mokian actually will be able to unlap himself. I think Mokian will definitely be hoping for that. But yeah, this was really unfortunate for Theo, who almost was past Vermund, but now he has to defend from Tourier, and I can say that Tourier definitely won't give Theo easy time here, because Tourier definitely wants at least a podium today after all of those spins he's had. So yeah, it will be interesting to see on the restart, but of course this will take a lot of time, so yeah, I'll just be taking a quick break as we can watch the box. And ooh, the box actually goes in. Interesting strategy. He's going in for softs, I believe, and Gloomy does the same. Could this mean that HP Desktop could pull off a win here? Oh no, they're all going in. What? Theo as well. Vermund is the only one who's staying out. And Toya and Trusty. Oh, Trusty as well. What's going on here? Was this just mass instinct, or what is going on here? Currently, Vermund will be in the lead of the race. And Toya right beside him. I don't know what the strategy is for Theo. I don't know why he did that. course, I kind of understand the box because he just has to overtake Vemund and Toya, which shouldn't be an issue for him, but HP Desktop and Teo won't have such an easy time. I mean, I kind of understand Gloomy as well, but Gloomy will also find it hard to do that. So yeah, I can't really see why they did that, just to get some soft tires. I mean, we will maybe have one lap of racing. This may actually mean that Vemund would win this race if... yeah, I'm not too sure if that is a smart tactical move here from... yeah, I don't think that's smart by the box to do that, but anyway, let's see now, because, yeah, well, perhaps we'll get just a few laps safety car, but I think that we will actually have quite a few laps with safety cars, so, yeah, I don't know about this one, to be honest. Anyway. Doesn't look like the box really cares that much, but I guess I will just take a quick break then as we wait. This lap, I'm still not quite sure about this box, the box strategy, but as we can see, there will be 2 more laps of racing after the safety car is in, so perhaps it will work, I don't know. But that's all up to see, as we have to wait for the restart for that to happen. As we can see, Toya is quite aggressive here. I think that Toya's strategy will be... Ooh, what's that monkey on going into the pit? Why is he going into the pit? Anyway, but Toya's strategy will definitely get past Vemund and hope that Vemund holds off the box for him. Of course, Toya wants to win here, as I think that Toya is definitely seeing that in his eyes. And it might actually happen as he's going around the outside here of the box. No, the Vemund, but the box is on the inside of Toya, and he's also on the inside of Vemund. I'm not too sure if Vemund will be able to defend from the box here, and no, I'm pretty sure he will not, as the box, yeah, the box is gone. Oh well, it was worth a try. Oh, and a big collision here. Turja, Gumi and Vermund all involved in an incident there. Turja is actually out of the race, and that also means that this will be a lot of investigating for that crash there, as Turja, I don't know what happened there really, but this means that Teo's on road to get a P2 finish here. Which actually with the position he started in, but of course then he also fell back all the way to P14 or something, I think. But anyway, that is a massive crash there, and Kalkikivi, the GOAT, getting P5. Do I have to say anything more? I think he gets P5. I'm not too sure if he actually gets it. But Teo's actually catching up with the box. Could Teo actually get a win here at Silverstone? Of course, I know that Turja won't mean that it's deserved, but I just say he deserves a win if he actually overtakes the box, but I'm not too sure if he's going to be able to match his pace. As HP Desktop is actually getting attacked by Thrusty, which means that we may still get a Ferrari on the podium, even though Turja is out of the race. Let's see now, as Kalkikivi is also actually, Kalkikivi might actually gain for us, hopefully. But Thrusty is now past HP Desktop, as HP Desktop tries to defend, going around the outside here, but I do think that the inside is stronger into Woodlands. As you can see, Thrusty is past now, getting the inside here again, and yeah, I'm pretty sure he's past at this point. No, actually not. As HP Desktop is actually driving like a fucking goat here. Really good at defending HP Desktop. We've seen that his entire race, that he's actually insane at defending. But of course, is he as good as he is defending as he is attacking? But yeah, keeping himself really close to Thrusty here, and yeah, I think he actually might be able to counter here. As we know that HP Desktop kind of has a lower downforce setup, so perhaps he'll be able to counter Thrusty here, but no, it doesn't look like it. And speaking of which, the GOAT is returning. Wait a minute, what penalty does he have? Please don't say he has a big one. Okay, he has 3 single-time penalties, so probably won't get P4, but P5, respectable, I must say. So shout out to Kalkikivi for getting such an amazing result, as Gloomy is oh yeah, oh fuck, crossed the line. Yeah, the box takes the win here. Did look like it would, but looks like the box just is really good at overtaking, and yeah, he got that pretty well done. Teo P2, and then Thrusty P3, and that finishes up the podium. Quite controversial crash there between Turja, Gloomy, and who was the last one? I think it was Vermund. A lot of investigation will be needed in that incident, but that is the end of the race. And yeah, we'll be moving on to the interviews, which will be quite interesting during this race. Yeah, okay, I should probably show the results. Yeah, these are the results. As the box takes P1, the Teo actually getting a recovery from P14, I think, to P2. Thrusty P13, no, P3. HP Desktop P4. Kalkikivi going in with a P5. Gloomy P6. Edver P7. Lunge P8, Vemon P9, Boba P10, Skiv P11, Mokian P12, Gasser P13, and Toya P14, and some more drivers which retired, I think. Anyway, let's go on to the interviews. And I don't think we still have an interview tab. No, we do not. I guess we'll just be using starting soon there, because Toya gets mad when I take up a picture of Martin Brundle as the interviews. Yeah, Teos looks to be pretty happy with that, but yeah, I can totally understand that. Anybody? Oh fuck, a lot of people wanting to be interviewed this time. Jesus Christ. Okay, we'll start with, I guess, I don't know, totally. HP Desktop, I guess. HP Desktop, you had quite an interesting race there. Almost no time you were not battling with somebody. Of course, you managed, Thrusty managed to overtake you there in the end, but you had pretty good defending there the whole race. So how do you feel?
Yeah, bit gutted about the P4, but good.
Yeah. How was it defending so much with a lot of drivers?
I forgot to put my setup on at the start, so I kind of messed up the whole thing there.
Yeah, I mean, you had pretty good pace in quali, and of course, we had to do the restart, and easy that you forget something then. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for the interview, HP.
Yeah, same.
Yep. And then we'll move in. I don't know. Do we have a race winner? I mean, I now took the box, which was P4. Let's just move up the podium. Who was P3? That was Thrusty. Thrusty, P3. I mean, quite an amazing overtake there in the end. Of course, the box not wanting to give a single centimeter there of room. And it was quite an intense battle, but you managed to pull it off in the end. I mean, you were almost P last, and then you managed to make a recovery to P3. I mean, you must be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the end result. I mean, I'm so lucky this race. I fucked it up in the beginning with spinning. I boxed. I don't know why, but I did. With a lucky safety car and even the second safety car. I mean, I'm so lucky.
Yeah.
But yeah, the overtake at the end was just nice, but he didn't have a setup on, so I can't be too much happy.
Of course, it takes a little bit more than luck, so you got to give some credit to yourself. But anyway, it must be a great result there. P3, of course, a big crash there between Toya. I don't know really what happened. I can't blame any fingers, but yeah. Thanks for the interview.
Yep.
Okay, Theo, of course, doesn't want to be interviewed, so I guess our race winner is who we're taking next. The box, another win. I mean, you're pretty dominant out there. The overtake after the safety car restart, of course, taking 2 cars in one swoop. I mean, did you feel good about your setup or something?
It was better for 1 lap pace. I didn't really like it actually for the race. I had to dump all of my rear at the start and on those hard tyres as well. I wasn't feeling that it was feeling a little slidey.
Yeah, but of course it still went pretty good. I mean, I was looking in your cockpit and it looked like you had quite a lot of force feedback in your wheel.
Yeah, I just like pushing it in.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Like Alonso did.
Yeah, of course, if you have a good force feedback, I mean, you can get
a lot G29.
Yeah, but of course that wheel does have quite good force feedback because the software is pretty good. But anyway, must be a great result, and you must be pretty happy with that, wouldn't you?
Closing up on tour gear now, so.
I mean, Toya is a different story. I mean, we'll see what happened there, really. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for the interview, the box.
That's right.
And I don't know who to take next, so we'll take the most unlucky driver on the grid. Monkeyhan, that was not a race which was typically what you do. I mean, that was a difficult race. I mean, was it the setup or what was it?
No, I had no practice, and I came back halfway through quali and I saw that you weren't done with quali, so I decided to just join the race, and I hadn't done a single lap today. So I just went for it, and I got a good start, but then I got brake checked by someone's AI on lap 1. So I had to pit, and then I spun like twice on the outlap, so I had to pit again. And then it was just over because I was lapped, and you can't unlap yourself behind safety car.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was one AlphaTauri who unlapped himself during the safety car, but yeah, I'm not too sure. This game with the safety car is not that stable, so
no.
I think
I got past a few people, at least.
I think that Tuya in another league once got a message to unlap himself, and then got disqualified when he overtook the car in front of him. So
I don't know why they don't add that so you can unlap yourself.
yeah, so it's really weird. But anyway, thanks for the interview, Mokian.
Thank you.
Kalkikivi P5, that must be a pretty good result. I mean, are you happy with yourself? Oh, you haven't unmuted yourself yet. Then something I can do? No.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't know what's happened to my Discord. It just crashed, but yeah, what did you ask me?
Yeah, P5, how does it feel?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, is it your best result yet, or have you had something better?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so good points there. I mean, it was a
Definitely.
interesting race, a lot of safety cars, but
yeah, interesting and a scary one.
yeah, but anyway, I mean, still, you must be pretty happy with P5. So yeah, if there's anything else you want to say?
Yeah, my race could have been a bit better maybe, because I got my front wing damage. Because was it bad? Just brake checked me, and I lost half of my left end plate. Got it broken. Didn't change it on the first. Safety car, and that was a big mistake. And I could have been like P4, P3 maybe.
Yeah, so you didn't change it on the first. Yeah, you put it off.
Yeah, that was a big mistake.
Yeah, but yeah, of course, I think like the choice you get for a front wing in this game is pretty bad. Because it's just sometimes you misclick and then it's no front wing, and then sometimes you misclick. So if you only have a yellow front wing, it changes it. So yeah.
Yeah, I just got a message from Burba, and he said that he didn't break my front wing. It was someone else, but I don't remember it that good. Then I remember on the second to last lap, I got a penalty. I had no space to go, and that's why I got the penalty.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to put it on incident reports.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a clip, you can report it. I mean,
yeah, I have a clip from the whole race.
Okay, yeah, then you can just check through that and just post a clip from it. But anyway, thank you for the interview, Kalkikivi.
Yeah, thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. Yeah. Then we have Unknown Oxy. Unknown Oxy, I mean, I don't remember the results. If you say what you finished, say where you finished. I don't have it up here. You're still muted. Are you there? Unknown. I'll give you 10 more seconds to unmute yourself, and then I can move you back into the waiting room. I mean, okay, I'm moving him back into the waiting room, and we'll take Danilio next, I guess. Danilio, what is your name in race? Danilio, you there? Okay. I don't think any of them wants to be interviewed. I don't even know if Danilio was in the race. He was reserve driver, can't really see. Yeah, I'll just end it here, I guess. Next race, same Sunday. But yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back next Sunday, and hopefully we'll get some insight into what happened in that last lap with Toya, and that would probably be an incident and incident results and stuff like that. But anyway, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.